The wildlife conservation efforts took a major hit across the globe in the year 2020. However, despite the lockdowns, logistical and financial challenges, efforts to save the northern white rhino have continued throughout the year 2020, and the tireless efforts could bring in some much-needed cheer. Our next report gets you all the details.
Najeen and Fatu are the last two remaining northern white rhinos, both females and unable to support pregnancy. The last male northern white rhino died in 2018 due to age-related complications. And now, conservationists are doing all that they can to pull the rhinos back from the brink of extinction. Despite the pandemic, their fight continued. The COVID restrictions led to increased poaching. Ramping up efforts became imperative. In January, researchers announced that they had successfully created an embryo, the third to be created in lab, with eggs taken from the females. In vitro fertilization was also attempted by scientists in Germany. And even though the embryo was successfully inserted, the pregnancy attempt failed. This was followed by another attempt at harvesting 10 eggs from the female rhinos, which have been flown to a lab in Italy to be artificially inseminated with frozen sperm. And another attempt is set to be made either later this month or in January. But that's not all. There was some good news as well. In March, the International Union for Conservation of Nature reported that the number of African black rhinos was increasing. A population growth of 2.5% between 2012 and 2018, an increase from 4,845 to 5,630. The subspecies southwestern black rhino has also seen sufficient population growth. Decades of poaching has taken a toll. Lack of tourists and funding due to the restrictions proved to be a challenge as well.
In the time of COVID, when tourism has completely stopped, where most of our revenue comes from tourism, the revenue that we need to earn to protect our rhinos comes from tourism, it's a complete disaster. And our ability, our operational capacity as a result of that lost revenue, which we estimate this year will be something in the region of $3 to $4 million, is severely compromised, and in turn, therefore, our ability to look after rhinos is compromised.
On World Rhino Day, the 22nd of September, two young southern white rhinos were given a runaround at San Diego Zoo's Safari Park. And the month of November saw the birth of two rare black rhinos in captivity. The birth of these eastern black rhinos is a major boost to conservation efforts, as there are fewer than 1,000 still in existence. But the conservationists are well aware that their fight to save the rhinos is far from over. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda, simply clever.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.